So hello and welcome everyone to another update episode on what's new out there in the perfume world, and there have been so many new and exciting new releases lately that I cannot wait to share with you my thoughts on them. And if you're wondering which fragrances have just been launched, then definitely keep on watching this video to find out more, and please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up so we'll keep them coming to you on the regular basis. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of them. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So you guys, first things first, I'm wondering if you've heard about any exciting new perfume releases, and there have been so many of them online that I decided to share them in this video. And the first ones I want to talk about are from Mancera. This is actually the brand I like a lot for their pretty sleek presentation and very high niche quality perfumes from Mancera perform amazingly. They have a couple of very popular ones and a few hidden gems. I find that this is a brand that has a nice mix of something unique and mass appealing. My personal favorites would be Tonka Cola that you can get from So Avant-Garde, and I also have Wild Cherry that is a bit more unusual, and a couple of others in my collection. But they have just came out with this Amberful perfume, which is obviously about amber, so nothing really special about the bottle. It's their typical one, and the notes in there sound like it's gonna be a fresh amber, because in the top we have some citruses like bergamot and yuzu, and it is a little bit more unusual. Does Mancera have like this yuzu fragrance on its own? I'm not sure. You might want to update me in the commentary section. But yeah, there are also spices like nutmeg and pink pepper, and then we have the amber wood in the heart. There is also amber and moss in the base, so I think obviously because of the name the focus is going to be on the amber, and they have a couple of amber perfumes in their collection, so I'm wondering how this is going to be different from those. Maybe it's going to be more floral because there is violet in there, and you guys know how much I love violet, so I hope it's going to be noticeable and actually powdery in there like it usually is. And then my favorite patchouli. Without it, any fragrance is completed. Well, tell me if you have a different opinion on this stunning note. And I've just recently shared with you like a top list of modern patchouli fragrances, so you might want to check that out if you're a fan of it like I am. But yeah, Amberful I think is gonna be a pretty modern, I also guess unisex fragrance, and yeah, we shall see. I'm excited about it more than about another one that is called Eternal Wood. So it seems to be another like this woody and maybe an oriental perfume, because in here we have oud and saffron with Davana in the top, so probably it's gonna be oody and spicy, maybe even a boozy fragrance from the first notes. Then we have more woods, so this fragrance sounds very promising for the lovers of woody fragrances, because in here we have cashmeran, gaiac wood, palo santo, so a whole really nice mix that is supported by balms, by caramel, so probably it's gonna have this touch of sweetness with tonka bean. We shall see. The color of the juice is dark, so probably it's gonna be deep and I guess more for a night out. So yeah, these are the new releases from Mancera. Now next on my list I have Nishane with their new fragrance in a black bottle called Shinayai. Probably I just said that wrong, please apologize me for that, but you guys know how much I love my Nishane, and I have a lot of fragrances from them. Oh my goodness, they have stunning tuberose perfume, my all-time favorite animalic fragrance Africa Oliphant is from them, and I also have Terra in my collection, and Unutama, which comes in a similar bottle design like this, that was created by Miguel Matos, who is an indie perfumer, and this one was created by Angelos, I'm not quite sure. Oh my god, so sorry about his name, but I know him personally, and he is like such a humble guy, and apparently this fragrance is a success, because I heard some people talking about it at Songs, and Nishane didn't have like a booth there, but they had like a private room somewhere in a very posh hotel, and I wasn't really invited there, nor to their party that many other, you know, people from the industry went to, so I'm not quite sure if they stopped liking me or something, but I really like this brand. I loved it since the beginning, and this fragrance seems to be very, yeah, just exciting. When you look into the notes, there are mushrooms and flowers, then aldehydes. Oh my god, aldehydes, like any fragrance featuring aldehydes is very appealing to me, because I love this sparkling fragrances, and they can be clean or they can be a bit vintagey. So yeah, we also have some civet, so maybe a bit of this retro nouveau vibe. And yeah, woods, moss, Lily of the Valley. I think it's like this animalic white floral with very interesting twists, but I haven't smelled it, and if I happen to, I will definitely get back to you with an update on the majority of these. And I'm also excited for the upcoming ones because they are from Montale, and this is yet another brand that I'm a big fan of, and you guys know I have a lot of their fragrances, and you guys, I still haven't put together an updated all-time favorite list of my Montale favorite fragrances for you yet, because I really want to get a couple of them, and now with these new releases I just really need to somehow get the ones I really want for that video and then just film it, because Montale is that very productive brand, prolific with so many new releases coming up, like, you know, very often, and I don't blame them for that, because the majority of them are pretty cool, although many of their fragrances are repetitive. So let me know if you're still excited for this that video that I've been announcing for years, literally years, or you gave up. But anyway, these are the fragrances that are not very excited to me because of the bottles, because look at this one. They have like I guess Starry Nights in that packaging, or a couple of others. They really need to come up with the new color combinations, because there is so much about their packaging that they experiment with. So these are not that cool when you look at them. I mean, like typical Montale, right? If you see it in the shop, you wouldn't even know that it's new, which is like a dumb thing. Like, come on, Montale, like do something green or whatever. Like this fragrance, for example, that is called Oud Full Roses, and I mean, like, is there a play of words or something? Let me know. But yeah, of course it features oud, and of course it features safe rose, so nothing new for Montale, but I think it's gonna be special. Maybe it's gonna be an update of their rose perfumes, because there's so many of them. If you love oud and you love rose, then Montale is the brand for you. But in here we have tangerine, labdanum, so maybe on the deeper side, not quite sure, but yeah, I would love to smell it, just as I would love to smell Bubble Forever. Oh my god, Bubble Forever, super pretty, like pastel pink bottle. I don't have any of these styles, do I? I definitely need this in full size, and the notes like caramel, jasmine, musk, neroli, orange blossom, rose, vanilla, pass, cinnamon, amber. It sounds really delicious. I don't know how it's gonna smell. If it's a bubblegum fragrance, I'm sold, because I love those very uplifting and cheerful, childhoodish type of fragrances. So Bubble Forever sounds exciting to me, but the thing I really want Montale to work on, this is such a fun brand for me personally. I mean, like with the almost Middle Eastern vibe, but they need to put fun notes. Like if you call a fragrance Bubble Forever, put like something imaginary in the notes, and then it will sell even better. Though probably they don't need to do that, because yeah, all of their perfumes are bestsellers at some point. But anyway, you guys, last from Montale is Beast Loved, and yeah, kind of cool name, probably catchy. The bottle is not, because once again, repetitive, blah blah blah, but the fragrance, plum with pear, bergamot, white cedar, and then leather. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be heavy or is it gonna be fresh, and that's where I really want to smell them. So if I order like a bottle of their website, maybe they will include samples. That's what I'm hoping for. With that being said, now let's move on to the fragrance that I heard about yesterday, and today I've seen it online, and it is from JUS Perfumes. Very cool brand. I like so many of their fragrances, and these not blue bottles are also really fun. It's 1.7 edition, and the notes, oh, the notes, I'm such a sucker for the notes. Anytime a new fragrance is launched, I'm like, let's check what's inside. And in here we have coconut with ozonic notes, pink pepper, frangipani, lily of the valley, rose, white musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. What's not to like? I don't know. I really want to smell it, and I think it's gonna be a great spring fragrance, but then I have so many on my wish list already, I can't really blind buy it, but I wish I could, because it sounds like a perfect spring and summer fragrance with those coconutty and at the same time fresh notes. Oh my god, like literally, guys, I really want to smell it. And maybe if you happen to be in Paris and you see it, then let me know how it smells, and if you've smelled any of the new fragrances recently, let me know what's the one that impressed you the most. I know that a lot of people really like these perfumes, and they've just, I guess, come up with this new collection, and I've smelled a couple of their hyped fragrances that I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of. I mean, like Parfums Del Mar, and probably I said the name wrong, so sorry. It has beautiful presentation, but I'm personally not really into those, yeah, just Oriental, Middle Eastern style bottles, although they are very luxurious, no questions about that. But the fragrances were like, yeah, they smell very nice and beautiful and remind me of some popular perfumes. I guess they have something like Erba Pura and fragrances in that style. And this new collection, you look at it and it's like, ooh, so glamorous and luxurious. And the fragrances sound really nice, but I believe they are pricey, so probably I won't be really, you know, blind buying them or whatever, but I would definitely love to smell them, as well as this new release from Katia. I mean, like, guys, I haven't owned anything from Katia, although they have some really beautiful perfumes, especially floral ones, and the new one is about lilac, and I'm a hardcore fan of this flower. Now, I hope it's gonna bloom really soon, and if I needed to recommend you one favorite lilac fragrance, that would be Love at First Sight. Okay, actually, let me grab it for you real quick. So this is a modern scent of spring in a bottle, and pure lilas, and the bottle of it is like so stunning. Like, you look at it and you just already want it, because it's like so classy and like piece of art, literally. And yeah, apparently there's pink lilac and white lilac, and I don't know if it's gonna appear in the shop or something, but if it does, like if it pops up, then I will smell it. And I don't know if it is super expensive. Sometimes Cartier perfumes, you know, are very affordable, and sometimes they are very expensive, so I don't know what to expect from it. But I know that the next fragrance is pretty much up there with the pricing, because it is from Xerjoff, and it's a new Casamorati edition, and I have only 2 fragrances from this collection. Sometimes people ask me why just these ones, and first of all, because these are stunning and irresistible, and I just couldn't let them go. Italica, oh my god, Italica is mind-blowing, out of this world, one of a kind, and Lira, my ride or die gourmand. And this new one that is called Quattro Pizzi comes in a very beautiful bottle. Like, the minute I saw the bottle, I was like, okay, this is roasted, magical creatures giving to me, you know, that vibe. And the notes, they literally, like, I don't know what to expect from this fragrance. I've already seen it online and, you know, in some people's videos and stuff, but the notes, they throw me off a little bit. So, coriander, Davana, pink pepper, and rome on the top, coconut with tuberose in the heart, and in the base, tobacco hand tonka bean. So these are almost 3 very different styles. On the top we have something boozy and aromatic, in the heart we have something addictive, floral, tropical, and in the base we have like woods and something smoky. I don't know what to expect from it, because the notes are very polarizing. I don't know if it's gonna be like one cohesive fragrance that they create, or it's gonna be the fragrance, this weird one where you can actually smell individual notes. And I don't know how well they go together, because coriander, I mean, like, I've just had chili con carne with like a ton of coriander. Benny couldn't even sit next to me because he hates its aroma. I absolutely adore it. Not in perfumes though, so yeah, if I happen to smell it, I will definitely do. But last or not least is a fragrance that I hope to get better access to, because it's from Juliet, one of my most favorite niche brands. One of my first niche fragrances was from it, and they've just released Juliet. So maybe it's gonna be the signature for the brand, because, you know, when you call a perfume by the name of your brand, I guess that's obvious. Well, at least that's the concept I see in my mind when I hear something like that. And the thing is, the bottle is really nice. It is giving me like femme fatale vibes. I don't know if it's going to be unisex or more feminine leaning, but the notes are pretty cool. It's black cherry, cashmere, jasmine, pink pepper, and tonka bean. And I like that it is getting compared to my all-time favorite BDK's Rouge Smoking, because I love and adore this type of dark vanilla with very unique and not typical note of cherry in there. By the way, in case you've heard a lot of great things about BDK and you would like to get the fragrances, do so with my discount at So Avant-Garde. So yeah, with that being said, you guys, let's get back to Juliet. I think it's gonna be obviously a cherry fragrance, and this is the note that has been on the top of perfume trends for the last couple of years, and apparently it is not leaving it not just yet. And yeah, it's gonna be a cherry fragrance. Some people point out jasmine note in there, so that's gonna be exciting, and hopefully it's gonna, you know, come to the shop soon, so I give it a try. Another thing that sounded very kind of like strange to me is that it got compared to Eau de Dullness, and this is their previous, like before Juliet this fragrance was released, and I sprayed on myself, and it has such a beautiful projection. It's a very cozy scent, kind of like your second skin, very sensual, musky molecule, cashmere, tonka bean type of scent. I actually purchased it for the best of episode about tonka bean. If you missed it, check it out. But anyway, I don't know, besides tonka bean and cashmeran, there are not many notes that would remind me of these fragrances, but maybe those are actually accords that were used for this fragrance for Juliet. Then I'm definitely there for it, but it still needs to be unique, so I actually invest into a bottle. But yeah, it definitely attracts me a lot and pulls the trigger, but I wish I had like a financial resource to buy a couple of these and other fragrances that I find super exciting. And I guess that was all for today's episode on what's new out there for, yeah, kind of mid-spring of 2024. If you enjoyed it, maybe found it helpful and learned something new today, then please give it a huge thumbs up. Very supportive for me. You know, it's not very difficult for you to press that button, and it's very beneficial for me, as well as your subscription. And of course, if you want to shop perfumes, like maybe a couple of those I showed you in the video, such as Love at First Sight or BDK's fragrance and more, you can do so with my discounts, and then I will get like a bit of a commission, and maybe then be able to purchase some of these new and exciting perfumes. Sometimes I really want just to blind buy and have fun and to be excited, but other times, and most of the times, I really need to be more patient and wait for them before I actually buy and can smell, which is not the worst thing. That way I might have saved myself, you know, and disappointment. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions left, any ideas, requests, whatever it is, just drop a comment below, because that's the most important thing for this video to get out there. And I wish you a great day. Make sure to stay tuned, smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.